Hello everyone, I'm Nusrat from Tutoviz, and today we are going to understand a new concept in maths. As we all know that we keep on adding numbers all the time. Suppose I do 2 plus 2. It gives me 4. Suppose sometimes I need to add 2 3 times. 2 plus 2 plus 2 gives me 6. Again 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 4 times when I add 2 it gives me 8. Suppose sometimes I need to add 2 5 times. So this is going to give me some answer, right? But don't you think this is too tedious to keep on adding and adding and adding and adding? So maths teaches you a simple way to do this. That is what we call as multiplication. So today we are going to understand what is multiplication in maths. Multiplication is one of the most important basic operation of maths. Like we add and subtract, we also have to multiply numbers. So what is exactly multiplication? Multiplication is nothing but repeated addition. Multiplication is nothing but repeated addition. This is what you're doing. Adding to 5 times. Repeated addition. This is actually multiplication. We can get an easier answer. We can get our answers easily if we multiply numbers instead of keep going on adding it. So what we do, let's see an example. Suppose I have 3 groups. And each group has 5 ice creams. Okay, this is an ice cream candy. Do you love ice cream candies? I do. I love chocolate ice cream candy. So each group has 4 ice cream candy. Now, if I want to know the total number of ice creams, what will I do? I will add 4 plus 4 plus 4. So this you can do easily by just multiplying 4 by 3. This is the sign of multiplication. Yes, the X alphabet X is the sign of multiplication. So when I do this 4 plus 4 plus 4, I'm going to get 12. That is 4 multiplied by 3 gives me 12. What if I do 3 multiplied by 4? Then also I'm going to get the same answer. If I add 4 3 times or I add 3 4 times, I'm going to get the same answer, 12. And the answer that I get after multiplying is called as the product of those two numbers. It's called as the product. So multiplication is nothing but repeated addition. And for multiplying numbers, you have to be very good at your multiplication table. Let us look at a few examples in our day-to-day life where we need to multiply numbers. For example, I go to a store and I buy 5 notebooks. I need a few notebooks for my classes and I buy 5 notebooks. Each notebook costs me $3 each. The price of each notebook is $3. So what is the total amount that I need to pay to the shopkeeper? For this, instead of adding 5 3 times or adding 3 5 times, what I simply need to do is multiply 3 by 5. So where I need to do multiplication, where the cost of one thing or the number of items in one group are given and I need to find out about more. If the price of one book is given and I need to find the cost of 5 notebooks, I want to find out the cost of a number which is more in quantity. That time we multiply numbers. So 3 multiplied by 5 gives me 15. So the total amount that I need to pay the shopkeeper is $15. Let's see one more example. For example, I'm playing a game. You play lots of games on your iPad, on your laptop. So when I'm playing a game, the game consists of 6 levels. And when I win each level, when I pass each level, I get 4 points. So what will be my total score when I finish completing 6 levels? When I finish all the 6 levels, what is going to be my final score? So here also I told you, you will have to multiply. I multiply 6 by 4. 6 multiplied by 4 gives me 24. So at the end of 6 level, I am going to score 24 points. Again, let me remind you, for multiplication, you need to be very good at your multiplication tables. Now there is one more operation which is completely opposite of multiplication. We call it as division. So what does division allow you to do, or what happens when we divide numbers? Division actually allows us to separate. Like in multiplication we are adding, in division we are separating. So what do we separate? We separate numbers or things into equal sized groups. This is called as division. Let's see an example. But before going to an example, let us quickly understand what we need to divide if I want to divide numbers. So what do I actually need? I need some data before dividing, right? So what do we need to divide? We need to know before dividing what are the total number of objects. This is one thing that you require, a number, the total number of objects. And one more thing that you require for division is the number of groups that you need to make. Or else, if you don't know the number of groups, we need to know how many objects, the number of objects that need to be there in each group. Yes. So if I know these two things, I can easily divide numbers. Let's see an example. Suppose I have 12 toffees. Okay, I have a few toffees. Okay, and I need to divide these toffees among 3 children. And I should make sure that each child is getting a fair share. It should be equally distributed among 3 children. So this is where we are going to divide. Division allows you to make equal groups. So I have 12 toffees and I have to divide it among 3 children. This is the symbol for division. I have 12 toffees, I'm going to divide it among 3 children. So for this also, again, I need to be good at multiplication tables. I know 3 times 4 gives me 12, or 4 times 3 gives me 12. So when I divide 12 by 3, I'm going to get 4, because 3 when multiplied by 4 gives me 12. So each child will get 4 toffees. Let's do one more example. Suppose I'm playing a game. And I wish to score 50 points when I finish the game. It's my target for today. I'm playing a game and I need to score 50 points at the end of the game. Now let me see what am I going to score at each level. Each level that I pass gives me 5 points. So how many levels do I need to play to get my target, to achieve my target of 50 points? So here again I need to divide. So let's divide. 50 divide by 5. So again I need to be good at the multiplication table of 5. The table of 5 is really very easy. You just need to skip count by 5 and you're going to get the multiplication table of 5. So when I see 5 times 10 gives me 50. 5 when multiplied by 10 gives you 50. So when I divide 50 by 5, I'm going to get 10. So for achieving my target of 50 points, I need to pass 10 levels. At the end of 10 levels, I will achieve my target of 50 points. So this is what we do when we multiply and divide numbers.